a hell of a it took me a hell of a lot longer to get live than I would have liked it to, but we're here. Let's see. I got Sports Center on. I'm amazed that I'm watching the Kings and Grizzlies highlights, and there were guys who they were showing highlights of that I've never heard of before in my entire life. It's absolutely insane. But what are you gonna do? Anyway, this is nice. Right now, Sports Center is going through they're going through both. They're showing both gold medal winning goals, which is fucking awesome. Uh, Aaron, what's up, man? How are we? Oh boy, what do you like for tomorrow? Star Ropers asking me what do I like for tomorrow, huh? Arizona State plus 6.5. Kind of like Wyoming plus 7.5. Not as much as I like Arizona State. That's it. Only two games I really like. The rest of the slate's kind of tough. Jets, 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 Jets. Let's go, Darnell Link. What's up, man? Um, been a fucking brutal couple of days. 100 from Aaron right off the rip, man. My guy. Um, dude, it's been a rough couple days around here. It has snowed like crazy. The fucking snowbank outside of my house is just insane. Did you hear Angels owner? I did not. What did the Angels owner do? What's going on with the Angels owner? I have no idea. I don't know anything about that. Um, I've been kind of out of the news these last couple days. But what happened? It doesn't say anything on ESPN, so I don't. I literally have no idea. I really haven't been paying attention. Really, all my social media has been everything about the United States winning a gold medal, and that's about all I want it to be right now. Dude, the KD files are getting deep. The KD files. Which KD files? What are we talking about here? I know I just started, but I got to go. Link, whatever you got to do, man. I get it. The Jets will be. We'll get them. Wait, the Jets. We will get them to well. The Jets. We will get them next year since Super Bowl III. I could not read that. Listen, here's the thing, though, man. You want to talk shit about the Jets all you want. We got 3 first round picks. 3 first round picks next year. 2 this year. 5 in the next 2 years. I'm just saying, don't let the Jets find a quarterback. The Jets find a quarterback, it's over for everybody. Because the Jets are about to have 5 first round talents on their roster. He said he does not want to win, only make games affordable. Well, that's like, I mean, he's making them affordable enough with how fucking terrible they are every year. That just seems like counterproductive. Why can't we have both? 4 of the 5 players on the ice when USA scored the goal were from Michigan. Michigan, good hockey players. Hell, I did not know that. That's something, you learn something new every day there, Darnell. Suck it, Canada. I'm all with you, Ardell. Dude, I've been fighting with fucking Canadians on Twitter for like 2 days. It's been electric. I love it. Kevin Durant's burner account got leaked, and I guess he let all his intrusive thoughts win. I saw all that, but have we determined if it was Kevin Durant or not? Because I've seen people say it was. I really haven't been paying attention to all that. A lot of things were said in there that were pretty fucking electric. Ardell, how you doing, my man? Probably going to draft McGoon Kringleberry. Honestly, with the way the Jets haven't drafted that bad recently. Like, I'm a big Olu Fashanu guy, but history would say that the Jets are going to find a way to screw that whole shit up. You play to win the game. I agree with you, Mike. It's ridiculous. Like, why can't we have both? Why can't we have affordable games and win games? It doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Angels ownership has been a disaster for a long time now. What else would you expect? Oh, man. Tell your friends and tell your nephews. Friday the 13th. Coming to Lexington, Kentucky, all right. The original Jason X is going to be there. What? What does any of that mean? I am so confused. I don't know what any of that means, nor do I care. Probably going to select some guy who's ass. Hey, you know what? The Jets have done a great job drafting recently. 5 first-round picks in the next 2 years. I'd be a little bit nervous. Need wide receiver Smith from Ohio State. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think they need to get defensive players. They need to really, they need to fix up this defense a little bit. Why am I whispering? Am I whispering? I really don't have a voice right now. I don't really know why. What he meant to say is he does not want to pay players to play on his team. He's basically trying to set it up for like, oh, I'm actually doing this for you guys. That I'm not paying these guys. You're right. It's 100% a cop out and a way for him to make it seem like, hey, like I'm doing the right thing by not paying these guys. Like it's more so the idea of he's pretty much softening the blow that he's never going to pay anybody. Um, I don't know why. If I'm whispering, it's probably because my voice is kind of gone. I don't know. I really haven't haven't had a voice in these last couple of days. You ever take back shots in that hat? I've never taken back shots. Have I given them in the hat? Also, no, zero. Neither way. Um, Ardell, I think you want Mendoza. If I had to chime in on that one, I think Fernando Mendoza is the obvious number one pick. He is by a mile the best quarterback in this draft. You take him number one. Be nervous for you guys to draft General Booty. I mean, I know that's a real guy, General Booty. What a fucking name. Parents really were cooking there, huh? Raise taxes for single mothers. Reboot card 67. I don't agree with that at all. I hope your hat is as big as your. It is not. Mendoza would revive the Jets. I listen. If the Jets somehow, if the Jets didn't just win too many games this year, a Jets fan, I thought you guys were a myth. No, we're here, Friday the Boxer. If the Jets just didn't win too many games this year with the picks they have, I think Fernando Mendoza with 4 other first-round picks in the next 2 years would be a great thing. I think Fernando Mendoza is going to be fine with the Raiders. Fine. But I think it would have been a better setup with the Jets. Head ass. What's up, Banhammer? Yeah, I call Cap. Hey, remember me? Ethan World. I think I do. I remember there being an Ethan in here. A lot of people come and go, though. Yeah, no, I would say that there's no, the hat does not match everything else. Oh, God. All right, now I have a burner account that is my dick, I guess. Flay's dick says, what's up, y'all? It's Flay. Oh, my God. What has happened? Why has this become a thing where, like, I have burner accounts and stuff, and now I got one for my cock? Cool hat. Good luck next season. Thanks, David. I'm really going to need it. The Jets are going to be miserable again next year. The Jets are going to be fucking awful 2 years in a row. Well, for the last decade, if we're being honest. Lil Bro probably in Iran right now. I mean, I never know where he is. Sometimes he's in chat, then he's leaving for Iran. A Jets fan? I'm sorry. It's all right, Dr. Dickhead. I'll be all right. Do you miss Tom Brady not playing in the NFL? Do I miss him playing? Not at all. Like, Tom Brady ruined my childhood, legitimately. Can I get a hell yeah, brother? All right, hold on. Hell yeah. I'm trying to do it Stone Cold Steve Austin style, but I cannot do that. I'll just give you a regular hell yeah. And hot Persian chicks, true. I mean, listen, probably a lot of bad over there in Iran, probably a lot not good going on for Lil Bro. The hot Persian chicks, maybe once in a while that makes it... Kevin Durant called Westbrook Cocaine Bear, which is actually one of the funniest fucking comparisons ever. Like, it makes perfect sense. What's up, y'all? What's up, this fool? Why come I'm... What? Love the hat. Thanks, Buttons. I appreciate it. Most people come in here and say it's gay. Your parents were cousins. Whose parents were cousins? Big hat. Hell yeah. Bigger than the Jets' future. The Jets have 5 first-round picks in the next 2 years. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit, dumb for thinking that the Jets could figure this out. Yeah, they're probably not going to figure it out. Opposite of gay. I appreciate that. They can lock up Mark Sanchez, but ain't nobody else taking the Jets to the playoffs. I mean, Mark Sanchez was a product of how good his defense. Like, that team was so good. If they had a quarterback slightly more competent than Mark Sanchez, they would have done so much more. I wish I could send you a donation, but I can't. I don't have enough money. That's all right, Ethan. I'm not looking for it. Flay's dick. I got a second channel. Jesus. How you been? I've been good, Osans. I've been chilling. Snow around here. We got a lot of snowbanks around here. We got pummeled. What are your thoughts on Yemen and Oman? Can't say I know a lot about them, 616. I mean, the only thing I know about Yemen is that Chandler Bing threatened to move there and friends. I know they're both in they're both in the Middle East. That's about it. That's all I really know. Can't really give you a proper synopsis. Let Brady cook. Craig, I don't think Brady Cook looked good enough where he could be like, a competent backup in the league for a while, but definitely not. We're not letting him cook full time. Jets low-key should trade for somebody like Kyler. You know what it is, Kevin? Is like if they trade for Kyler Murray, like I wouldn't be thrilled about it, but there's less fun guys they could trade for. I think like Kyler Murray would be on the more fun side of things. Like I'd rather have him than like Mac Jones, but there's, I don't know, not one way or another. The Jets aren't going to be good this year. There's no way. It's just not going to happen. Kyler is a loser, not a leader. It could be fun though. I don't expect the Jets to win. At least like give me a reason to watch the games and be like, hey, this could be funny. Yemen is a hot spot for terrorism. Did not know that. Do you think Joe Namath was overrated? Big time. I think Joe Namath was big time overrated. I'm a Jet fan. I'm a diehard Jet fan. I don't think he was ever really that good. He had the most influential win in the history of the NFL, and he called a shot, all that stuff. I think it's very cool. But I'm trying to catch up. I'm missing a lot of chat here. I apologize, guys. It's okay, guys. NFL was what? Are you working in wood factory or something? Wood factory? What the hell? I'm trying to talk as fast as possible. Got to get some sleep. Go to sleep, Sands. Have a good night. Man, I love this guy. Big hat, big personality, big dick energy. Two out of three there, Gary. Definitely big personality, definitely big hat. Third one, not so much. My pal, hey, would you blow me from the Bucks? Yeah, of course. Joe Namath is a champion. Listen, Joe Namath, like, he won a big game. Probably the biggest game in NFL history in terms of, like, what shaped the NFL to what it is today. Was he really that good? Like he was the best Jet quarterback of all time, and that's not saying much. Do you see the Jets getting a Super Bowl before you and Jets fans expired? No. Somebody said I have dick cancer. That's tough, man. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up to everybody. Help, I vacuumed up my hamster. Don't know what to do there for you. Do you have a virtual headset? I do not. Virtual headset? What the hell is a virtual headset? Can we get a quick beaver check? I do not have a beaver. Jets win made the NFL possible. 100%. Absolutely. If the Jets don't win Super Bowl III, the NFL might not be what it is today. You a beauty like Jack Hughes. Shout out Jack Hughes. Biggest goal in. Can we say it's the biggest goal in the history of American sports? I don't know. That might be a little bit nuts. Yeah, Lil Bro's got 3 fucking different channels of this. Do you feel Chewbacca has pecs or rows of tits like a piglet? It's a great question. I'll have to think about that a little bit more before I give you a stern answer there. Shut up, Hooker. I'm here. Derek, what's up, man? Man, bro, I suggest you chill. You don't have to rush and reply to everyone. Seems like the struggle is real. No, it's just a lot of chat coming in. I'm trying to catch up. Like, I'm trying to, like, be willing to move on. And here's the thing. If I ever miss your chat, just say it again. Like, I'm not going to, I don't consider spamming if you say the same thing over, like, twice in a row, or, like, I need to, like, I need to sometimes just be willing to, like, all right, like, we're just going to miss that part if there's a lot of chat here. I'm not used to it. That's the thing. I'm not used to having a lot of people here and a lot of stuff going on at once. That's a normal sized hat for a Jets fan. Why? Because we all have massive brains. How much poop is too much? I don't know. That's a crazy question. What happens if it gets too dark? So you burn your toast. No, I don't understand. What? What do you have such a big hat? It's a great question. It's really to cover how massive my brain is. The year Rodgers got hurt on the Jets was the highest chance of success they had. Dude, SM, you're 100% right about that. The Jets in 2023 probably had the best shot of winning a Super Bowl in the last, like 30 years. That team was so well built, except for the offensive line, which was going to be a problem all year. It sucks because that defense was really good that year. Like, the offensive weapons were good. The Jets, like, had a legitimate shot to make the playoffs without Aaron Rodgers there, which is crazy, with Zach Wilson's dumbass playing. Any sort of competent quarterback, or if Aaron Rodgers was playing at the level he did in 2024, that Jet team probably makes the playoffs and probably makes a pretty decent run. Look, someone put Flay in their name. Somebody's running a burner account. That's just a normal snapback voice. It is. It's just my head's really tiny. Your head's small, bro. Thanks, Tim. Can you queef? I cannot queef. How long is a what? Yeah, it checks out to me. Only looks like a fitted, not a snapback. I'm never going to turn around, so you guys are never going to find out what it is. What do you mean the Jets? We have 5 first-round picks in the next 2 years there, Win. I'd be fucking terrified of us. Terrified. Again, I'm trying to, like, read as much chat as I can, but if there's a lot of chat going on at once, man, I'm gonna try to start, like, moving on and just making the conversation and just continuing to speak on what I'm speaking about. If I miss your chat, guys, just say it again. Like, just run it back and I'll get to it. I don't mean to ignore anybody. I got a head cold. Oh, fuck, Derek, that sucks. Colds are the absolute worst, man. Evening, brother, you tired of the snow? I've had so much enough of the snow. It's gotten to the point where, like, I'm thinking about moving to Arizona just so I never have to see this shit again. I've had enough. Lions going to come back. I don't agree with that at all, Tim. I think the Lions died the day Ben Johnson left, personally. A lot of talent on the roster. It could happen. I'm just talking shit right now. But I think I think losing Ben Johnson really took a damper out of the Detroit Lions. I think he's an evil genius, but we'll see. Jets equals shit, but I like the black uniforms. Well, thanks, official. I official Pamps. I appreciate at least something good. At least you can read, unlike the kids today. I mean, the kids today are fucking fried, dude. Lions are cooked. I don't know, man. Like, I think the one thing the Lions have going for them is they still have a competent quarterback in Jared Goff. I do think Ben Johnson had a lot to do with their success, but they got a competent quarterback. They got a top receiver in Amon-Ra St. Brown. Their defense is still solid. If Aiden Hutchinson can stay healthy, I don't think they're totally dead. Chad Pennington ain't walking through that door, buddy. I mean, the Jets have five. Count them. One, two, three. I know most cities other than New York can't count the five. Four, five. Five first-round picks in the next 2 years. All the Jets need is a competent quarterback. With all that, they're going to be Super Bowl bound in about 4 years. Big hat, dude. Hell yeah. Can you tell me about who? I don't know who that is. We don't give up on our quarterbacks. I mean, that's fair. I mean, Jared Goff has been solid for a couple of years now. You want to talk about a guy who, like, out of left field, after that year where they started out 0-8, like, Jared Goff figured it out. Like, it seemed like mid-season and has just had it together ever since. Like, I respect Jared Goff, truly. Jets have a title. Kings have a dick in this hand. Being a Jet fan is like being a Kings fan. Not really. Sacramento Kings haven't even sniffed success, like, other than 2002. Like Ardell just said, the Jets won a Super Bowl, and it was the most influential Super Bowl in the history of sports. Of sports. What am I, an idiot? Of course, of football. Of sports. Yeah, there's only one fucking sport that plays the Super Bowl. Don't you wish you had the great California weather? I wish I had any other weather than what the fuck is going on here. I gotta go, guys. There's Raider fans here. Fair. Hey, bro, how much do you get paid from all the lives after a month? Honestly, Lando, I really haven't gotten paid that much. I can't say it's been like, it's definitely not my full time job by any means. But I've made about $100 since like I got monetized, which is pretty cool. This is hopefully that's just the beginning. Hopefully, what I got to start doing, man, is I need to start streaming longer. I really like I've tried to like, put my I really tried to put my mind to making this, more of a part of my day, and I have. I feel like I've been streaming mostly every day. Sometimes the weekends get away from me. And then this snowstorm, I was fucked for a little bit. Obviously, like a lot of snow. Being stuck working and shit. It's just the snow. There's so much snow. There's a fucking bank outside my house that is so insane right now. But I'm working my ass off here. I'm trying to make this a thing. I'm trying to make this a little bit bigger. And hopefully someday I can make a little more money off of it. But right now it's really not much. If you streamed with your shirt off, I'm sure the views would go up. I would lose so many viewers immediately. If I streamed with my shirt off, I wouldn't even dare do that to you guys. Like I wouldn't even do it as like a punishment to me because it would just be a punishment to you guys. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? One that lives on Drury Lane? Did I just say that wrong? Am I an idiot? Super Bowl equals mind-numbing Olympics. Hey, man, I love your regular size hat. Thanks, Jacob. You see, like, most people say, like, your hat is too big, man. And I'm like, what are you even talking about? We have 0 Super Bowls. You know what? The Lions have been through a ton, man. And I respect the hell out of the fact that like Jet fans, Lion fans are another fan base that come out. They are diehards. They support their team. And it's been a miserable existence. At least the Lions have showed some signs of life recently, though. Hold on, guys. If I missed your chat again, guys, just say it again. I apologize. I've been trying to work on like, sticking to what I'm talking about and not like, letting it like, because sometimes like we'll be talking about one thing and somebody will say something completely different and I'll lose it. Like, and I'll just completely lose my fucking, my train of thought. But you're okay with doing a short without a shirt. I mean, it's still got the views. I had a lot of people saying, put a shirt on, you fat fuck. Like, so, hey, listen, man, no publicity is bad publicity there. During the lives, I want to keep you guys here, though. His hat is too big, I think. I don't know, man. I think it's a pretty good size. Did you ever find that the what? I don't know what the hell that is. You into retro gaming at all? I am this fool. I keep saying I'm going to start I have a channel ready to go for, like, old games, because I have a PlayStation 2 hooked up to my PC, and I could very easily record things. It's just, like, so many things have gone on. Like I have 2 other channels now that I'm working on that like I've just not gotten to it, and I need to just put aside a full day of filming for this separate channel for retro gaming and shit because I have so many cool old PlayStation 2 games that I'd love to play and stream, And like I had the perfect setup for it. So one of these days I'll get it. Bro, do it. I'll subscribe right now. Maybe after the stream I'll just make a video because, dude, my sleep schedule is so bad. Like I'm gonna be up once the stream is over, so I might as well start filming. Jets suck. Thanks, man. Mushroom Head. You couldn't find the Laura chat. I could not. I don't know where it is. Jets are gay. Wow. All right. Is Prime Josh Allen already better than Prime Dan Marino? It's a good question. I mean, different eras, different types of quarterbacks. I don't know. Dan Marino put up some crazy numbers, man. I don't know if I could say that. I don't know. Dark Cloud for the PS2. Honestly, the big games I have on PS2 are like I have all the wrestling. Like I have WWE SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, which is a game I absolutely love, and it's one of my favorite games of all time. I have a couple old sports games. I need to get more games, and I'm gonna like once I start that channel up, I'll have people like suggest games that I should play. But for now, I'll probably start with WWE SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. Man, mine is messed up too. Finally getting some sort of sleep schedule together. Yeah, I mean, you know what it is? This fool is like my shoulder's been bad again. Work has been fucking nuts with the crazy weather and shit. It's just I can't keep it together. I can't get anything consistently recently. Dan the Man Marino. Yeah, I mean Dan Marino definitely is ahead of Josh Allen still. Hall of Famer, like Ardell said. So it's really you can't really put Josh Allen ahead of him yet. Huge cap guy. Get a bigger hat, weirdo. Thanks. Hair by Zoe Oliver. Maybe you could do my hair one of these days and I won't have to wear one of these hats. SmackDown 2 was amazing. I never played SmackDown 2. SmackDown 2 was a little bit before my time, but I had SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. Unless that's what you're talking about. I think like there was a regular SmackDown, a SmackDown 2, and then it was Just Bring It, right? What time do you stream? Jets Forever. I honestly, usually around this time, usually around midnight, usually the overnights, and sometimes if I get up early enough, it'll be like 5 o'clock in the morning. Dan Marino was an Ace Ventura. That's very true. Dan Marino being an Ace Ventura does give him a couple extra points over Josh Allen. Am I crazy for taking Josh Allen over Dan Marino today? Yeah. I mean, no, today, definitely not. Dan Marino's like 55 years old. Dylan Brooks is out for 4 to 6 weeks. Big loss for the Suns. That is a big loss for the Suns. You know, when they got Dylan Brooks, I wasn't a big fan of it because I've never really been a big fan of Dylan Brooks, but he has brought like a toughness to that team that they need. And it's something that I've always found to be a little overrated, but it's working for the Suns. I like Dylan Brooks a lot. I'm freaking the fuck out. Oh boy, why? Someone just sent me a reel of Shut Your Mouth earlier. It looked wild. It was a great game. Honestly, it was far ahead of its time. I think Shut Your Mouth and Here Comes the Pain are the two best made WWE games of all time. I guess like SmackDown versus Raw is pretty good too. If Marino had the Bills team, he would have been Super Bowl champion. I mean, at that era, yeah, 100%. For sure. The Jets losing for years. Are you a Cubs fan too? Okay, Kevin Underwood, let me ask you something. What would make you think, if I'm a Jet fan, what connection would I have to the Cubs? There's none. There's nothing there. I guess the mediocrity kind of makes sense. You know what? I'm wrong there. You're right. But no, I'm in New York. Absolutely not. I'm home alone at 1 a.m. and hear something downstairs. Lock your door then. Call somebody. I don't know. Don't ask me. Don't tell me. I don't know what to tell you, man. Why are you wearing an LGBTQ hat? Jeez. Let me. No. Here's the thing. I gotta start. I'll start filming for that channel. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stream live. I'm gonna do all the videos live on Twitch because all you have to do is like when you stream on Twitch, you could just transfer it over to YouTube. So it'll just be a live stream, twitch.tv/itsflay. That's my Twitch. And then after I'm done filming there, I just transfer it over to YouTube. So you can watch it live if you want. If you want to be a part of it while it's going on, that'll happen. My door doesn't lock. Uh-oh. Brett Favre needs to be quiet. He should be lucky he's not in jail. It's actually insane to me. It's absolutely insane that like Brett Favre has gotten away with what he got away with, and nobody's talking about it. Nobody, like, it does not get brought up. Like he basically got the state of Mississippi to move funds around from EBT to build a fucking volleyball arena for the University of Southern Mississippi. Shut up, Paul Bunyan. Play if capitalism is bad, what's an alternative? Wait, what? If capitalism is bad, what's an alternative? I mean, there's alternatives, but I don't think any good ones personally. You say that now about Twitch, but you won't use it. No, no, Derek, I will use it. I need to get into it because I've been spending a lot of time filming for my other channel. Obviously, I do these lives, which I love to do. Work too. So hopefully someday. Here's the thing. Hopefully someday I won't have to go to work, and hopefully this will be my life, which is about maybe, which is really a fucking fever dream if you think about it. It's something that absolutely would be insane if I could figure out if I can get to. Um, Fever dream for sure. But if it ever happened, I would be doing content 24 hours a day. I would fucking stream myself sleeping. Yeah, no, no, there isn't a better alternative. Definitely not. There are alternatives, but nothing that's better than what we got for sure. What if we had a hierarchy like the British government? A hierarchy? Like what? They don't have a hierarchy anymore. Yeah, like they used to. That's all like that the whole thing. It's isn't it figurative now? I don't even think like the royal family is just like a kind of like I don't even know what to. I don't even know what I compare them to. It's actually pretty fucking stupid if you ask me. My favorite is when like people are like, "Oh, like did you hear what happened with the royal family?" No, I don't give a fuck. Like these people don't mean anything. These people are just like fucking generational wealth people that don't do anything. I don't give a fuck. Like like I don't really care. Like and listen, I'm not saying like when like oh the Queen of England. I'm not like she died. Yeah, okay, she died. Like it's one of those things. Okay, like that sucks. Like I don't want to see anybody die, but do I really give a shit about like oh like did you hear fucking Prince Harry and Meghan Markle left the royal family? Don't give a shit. They went and got a job finally. Good for them. Where do you get those fat ass hats from? It's a Noggin Boss hat. Where did you get your hat? Noggin Boss. Two people asked me. It's a Noggin Boss hat, guys. NOGGINBoss.com. What's your advice for weight loss? Brenda, that's a great question because I'm somebody who has lost weight a couple times and I'm somebody who has put on some weight recently. So I need to take my own advice. The biggest thing is I think for me, the best success I've seen is drinking a lot of water, and intermittent fasting, like not eating until about 2 o'clock, getting a workout and going to the gym is big. That's the best way I've lost weight. If you're looking for like a crash diet, I've done keto. And let me tell you, that's the quickest I've ever lost weight in my entire life when I just stopped eating carbs. Took in about 2 weeks, I looked like a different person, but it's just not sustainable to the point where like once I lost all the weight, I was a stick, like to the point where like if a gust of wind blew at me, I would have fallen over. Like I was so skinny and it was just not right. I looked terrible. I looked like I was malnourished, but it's a quick ass way to lose weight. How do you do keto diet? All you do is just not eat carbs. I look great. You haven't seen my whole like I've definitely put on some weight recently, but it's the winter. We all put on weight in the winter. Do you have a break? What do you mean do I have a break? But that's the biggest thing. Keto is easy. All you got to do is just not eat carbs and drink a ton of water. The hat is about 85 bucks. No, this one's about 120. The other one I have is about 85. Great purchase though. Actually, I didn't even buy this one. I got this one as a gift. The other one I bought myself. But yeah, keto was great if you need to lose weight in like 2 weeks. Keto is like the best crash diet I've ever done. Jerking in the sauna always helps you burn calories. Yeah, there you go. See, 1.0's got it figured out. I have a habit of drinking wine every night and struggle with losing weight. Yeah, I mean, I also stopped drinking recently. So what's crazy is like I haven't drank in about a month and a half, and I've definitely noticed like a little bit of weight coming off. But I've also been eating like a fucking dumpster, so I've kind of put it back on. I've definitely put on a little bit of weight, but I should have put on. So if I was drinking too, I'd be a fat piece of shit. But not drinking definitely helps. I would suggest just not eating carbs for like a week. You'll see a big difference. Or intermittent fast. I think intermittent fasting is the best way to do it. It might take a little bit longer, but don't eat until like 2 o'clock. Have a little snack. Go to the gym after work. Whatever you got to do. I think the alcohol is pausing my fat loss. Probably. Alcohol is just not. Alcohol and fat loss just don't go together. Let's see. Are you ready to show your butthole tonight? No. Do you have a virtual headset? I do not. What are some foods that have no carbs? So actually, shockingly, Brenna, there's a lot of foods that are really good that don't have carbs. Um, Wings are the biggest one. If you have like wings that aren't breaded, like chicken wings, you could eat as many of those as you want. There's no carbs. Bacon's a big one you could eat. There's a lot of good foods if you look it up that you'd be surprised how simple it is because there's a lot of good things to eat. Do you think the New York Mets make the playoffs after losing season? Yes, I think the Mets make the playoffs this year, 100%. Yeah, every meat, like any sort of deli meat, any sort of meat, like steak, roast beef, any like, dude. I used to eat like I would have like a half pound of roast beef with pepper jack cheese. I would eat that like once a day. I mean, I could do a diet. I hover around 128 or close to 130. Yeah, Derek, you should never do a diet, man. Bacon, really? I heard bacon was fattening. Not on keto. If you're not eating carbs, you can eat bacon. Just took a poop, one wipe. Hell yeah, big. Good for you, man. Cajun here, expert on food. Drew, you're a Cajun? Like, is that what you're saying? You're an expert on food? Give us some tips, man. I'm blasted right now, and your hat is killing me, Zach. You know, often people come in here and they're like, I'm so high right now, I can't look at your hat. I can't imagine. Like, I haven't smoked weed in a bunch of years, but if I was stoned and I went into somebody's chat and their hat looked like this, I would also bug out. Goated, what's up, man? Making bacon right now. Hell yeah. Good shit. I'm on a bulking diet. I guess, 616, that's what I'm telling people is that I'm bulking right now, but I'm just getting fucking chubby. I need to go on a little bit of a diet. I got a wedding coming up in July. We need to get into some shape for that. I'm one of the groomsmen, so I need to figure it out a little bit. Grew up on the bayou. You know what, Drew? I'm supposed to be going. I might be going to New Orleans at the end of March, and I'm very excited because I really want to go and try the food there. Me and my mom have been planning a bunch of trips. My mom's trying to do a bunch of states that she's never been to, and Louisiana is a big one for her. Regular turkey bacon with eggs. Nice. You mixing them? I like that. How much do you weigh now compared to before? So I'm trying to think. Like I weigh about two. I'm probably like a little more than 225 right now. My best weight is probably around 215. So I got to be. I'm a little bit heavy right now. When I was doing keto, like the lowest I got to was 190, which was just insane. Like I looked like I was anorexic and like I needed to eat. So that didn't go well. Weed ain't that strong, bro. What do you mean? Well, he was a JV basketball star. A lot of people forget that. I'm glad you brought that up because I feel like I haven't mentioned it in a while, and I feel like people are questioning my credibility. Of course, I played JV basketball. Played 40 minutes a night on JV. But that was back when I was an athlete. That was when I was really in shape. Like when I was like a real athlete, I was about 205 pounds. Like I was a fucking little muscle hamster. A little more than 225. You don't look like it. What the fuck? You look smaller. I mean, Brenna, I'm also 6'1" and a half. I'm like a little bit taller. I got a little bit of like muscle on me, but I put on my I used to have abs and they're definitely hidden right now. Yo, Cam, see your head smaller. Everything has carbs. Not everything, Mike. Shockingly, there's a lot of things that do not have carbohydrates. Go Bills. Jets suck. Oh, Mickey. I applaud you for still being a Bills fan after all these miserable years of existence. But like, I guess as a Jet fan, I can't talk too much. But I mean, that Lombardi trophy we have in our fucking trophy case, I'm allowed to talk a little bit. Thick boned. I wouldn't say thick boned. Holy shit, 6'1" is crazy. That explains why you don't look 225. Yeah, I do. You know, I think I'm okay proportion. I'm a little bit too big right now. Creole use tomatoes, plains Cajuns don't. Huh. I just clocked a 260 squat as a leg day skipper for football test today. Nice. 260. Good for you, Goated. It's really good. At the high school level, that's pretty damn good, man. There's a lot of people that like can't even do like 135. That's fucking impressive. You're tall as shit. LOL. I feel like a shorter person that's 225 would look fatter. Yeah, I mean, if I was 225 and like 5'8", it wouldn't look good. It still doesn't look good at this. Is your Twitter or has someone used your profile picture? Is my Twitter Poop Rooster? No. Why? Is somebody impersonating me as Poop Rooster on Twitter? That would be amazing. Stop ignoring my comment. I haven't seen a thing you said, Derek. You said zooted, not booted. What did you say before that? Oh, I got high this past Friday. I was so zooted. The next day, my stomach felt so light. I thought my stomach was feeling so, but I had hella munchies, so I went and got Chipotle during lunch. I mean, that sounds like a great day, though, if you got zooted like that. Derek, I feel like you took a 2-week tolerance break and went to a party on Saturday. I was genuinely passed out on the couch with my bro. I mean, Derek, I mean, that sounds amazing, man. Getting fucking lit up like that and then going to get Chipotle, that sounds like a perfect day. Insane. One of my friends hit 405, so I don't know. But yeah, goated. Like, 405 is impressive. There's some freaks in high school too, but 260 is pretty damn good, dude. I remember back in my day, like I think the most I ever hit was like, yeah, probably around there. But I was also like way bigger. I was like I said, I was a little muscle hamster in high school. I'm back. Remember me? Of course I remember you, Alex. Of course. The Jets suck. Thanks, story. I know. I fucking know the Jets suck. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Hello, I love you, dude. I just subscribed. You worded and explained everything perfectly to me. Thank you. Of course, Bernard. Absolutely. Anything I can do to help. I need to take my own advice, though. If I'm going to give out advice on losing weight, I need to lose weight myself. Genuinely ordered Raising Canes in the middle of a party, and we didn't let anyone else touch that shit. Good, goated. You ordered the Raising Canes. Nobody else fucking did. If you could draft pick one offensive defense for the Jets, like anybody, the Jets need defensive help in the worst way. They really need linebackers. Like the Jets linebacker core was miserable a year ago. I guess Arvell Reese would be the right choice. I just have such a bad taste in my mouth from past Jets linebackers like Darren Lee, who's now in prison. Vernon Golston was miserable. It's just Ohio State linebackers with the Jets have never worked out very well. How many playoff games have the Jets won in your lifetime? Honest question, Mickey. That's a good question. Off the top of my head, I could think of. I know 4 in the 2010s. Less than 10, but more. I think it's like in my lifetime. It actually might be around 10. The Jets had some decent years in the early 2000s. I don't know the answer to that for sure. In high school, my stats were 580 average, 10 home runs. Jeez. And you didn't get to the big leagues? No, I'm just kidding. I couldn't hit in high school. I got to high school and forgot how to fucking hit. 260 squat, 225 bench. That's insane. Goated. Listen, man, that's very good proportions. I think like that's like actually that's a little bit very good proportions is actually not the right thing I was trying to say, but like that'd be good proportions if you were like a wrestler. You'd be a fucking nut wrestler, dude. Jets make me feel hope in my Raiders. The Jets do. Max means nothing. Functional strength. Yeah, I'm. Ardell's right that like Max is like Max is a show me thing. My bench is my deadlift. That's actually pretty fucking nuts, Coded. I read that wrong, and that is insane. But having upper body strength is good. Your legs are where most of your power comes from, but it is what it is, man. Like you're still for your age, that's very impressive. Whatever it is. What does ChatGPT think that? Think what? Wait, what? I'm a Bills fan trying to rage bait you, and it's not working. It doesn't work, Mickey, because I know just about as well as anybody that the Jets suck. Like I will sit here and tell you, I'm a diehard Jet fan. Love the Jets to death. I also hate how much I love the Jets. So you can't hurt me anymore talking shit about the Jets because you haven't said anything that I haven't said myself. Can't hurt a Jets fan. They've seen it all. Miserable. Skipping leg day should never happen. Oh, never. You don't skip leg day. Brock Lesnar should come back to the NFL. Yeah, Brock Lesnar in the NFL was a joke. How many channels do those ears get? A lot. It's actually DirecTV, Gumby. Luckily, like, I'm watching my TV right now. Hold on. If I just press this hard enough, I could get another, like, oh, yeah, look at that. ESPN2, HBO. I get all the HBOs, which is great. I don't even pay for them. It's just my ears are picking up the signal. Dogs or cats? Ooh, Dr. Studios. That's a great question. I like both, man. I've had a cat. I've had a dog. I prefer dogs. Like, I would definitely prefer a dog, but I've had both. I don't like it. I wouldn't say no to a cat, but I prefer a dog. What do you mean he was a joke? Who? As a running back, I need lower body strength, but I still have the basketball build. You have the wrestler build if I've ever seen it. What do you mean he was a joke? In the NFL, Alex? He was terrible. It was a hilarious idea, but it didn't work out very well. He was just not an NFL player. Do I think Brock Lesnar is a joke? No, Brock Lesnar would kick my ass. He just wasn't like the football thing was all publicity. Didn't work. What do you have a small hat on? Because I couldn't find a bigger one. Dogs love you. Cats love themselves. Yeah, cats don't give a fuck about you. Cats are literally in it for themselves. But I don't dislike cats. That's a crazy question. So of course I do. I didn't even see your first question. Dude, I feel like Bills is so much pain just in a different way to the Jets. The Bills have seen pain recently in success. Like, the Jets have just been pain, 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 and misery. My stupid ass, you know how much I love the Jets? I went to fucking London for them last year, and it went terribly. What it feels like when your team just loses every week and they keep letting you down and making bad moves. When do you throw in the towel? Never, Dennis. Honestly, the Jets really haven't made terrible moves recently. Just nothing's worked out for them. Like everything has just been a fucking disaster. Like the Jets have drafted some good players. They've signed some decent guys. They can't like put it together. It's like guys are running out early. Like the core that the Jets had kind of fizzled out really fast. Stop the cap. I can't. You definitely should watch more WWE. I said Brock Lesnar was a joke in the NFL, man. I understand that Brock Lesnar is one of the greatest of all time when it comes to wrestling. Bengals fan is way worse, way. I mean, yeah, goated. Like the Bengals have had it rough, man. The Bills will win one before Allen retires. The Sabres are ass and will never win. The Buffalo Sabres aren't bad this year, but they're not going to win this. They're not going to win a Stanley Cup. Once a Jets fan, always a Jets fan. We're loyal. That's the thing. You know, we may hate being Jet fans, but we also, don't know anything else. And when we do win, which is probably never going to happen, it'll be that much sweeter. I think you would like WWE as well. You know what, Alex? I grew up on WWE. I loved WWE growing up. I don't watch it much anymore because I don't like it. I don't like wrestling nowadays because like I really like, and I sound like a fucking boomer when I say this. I don't like all the flippy shit that goes on in wrestling. I don't like that it's become like fucking gymnastics, which it's impressive. Don't get me wrong. It just doesn't make sense psychologically. It doesn't like a guy like is coming off the ropes and he's gonna do 3 backflips before he clotheslines somebody. Like just fucking clothesline the guy. It makes no sense. You're adding fucking extra shit for nothing. Like Will Ospreay. I know people like have that's the big conversation nowadays is what do you think about Will Ospreay? I think that guy sucks ass. I think like everything about him is a gimmicky joke. He's a very impressive athlete. Like it's very impressive some of the things he does. It looks cool. Makes no sense. Sorry guys, I'm catching up. Are there any Titans fans out there? I actually know a Titans fan. There's one of my friends who's a Titans fan, which is crazy. What I'm saying is I'm 25. The Bills have sucked my whole life in the last few years. Dude, Mickey, I respect that, man. You've been a Bills fan for a long time. Around here on Long Island, there's a lot of fucking fair weather Bills fans that piss me off because it's like there are people who fucking lived and died by the Bills, like the 2000s, that saw miserable existence, and now there's people around here on Long Island, especially, where it's like, oh, the Bills are the only team in New York, and then it's like, if a Saturday night you got told you had Bills tickets for tomorrow, you wouldn't be able to go. So shut the fuck up. Like these people just jumped on the bandwagon because it's like, oh, cool, they jumped through tables, they're good. It is like, it annoys me watching that because I've suffered through the Jets, and you get all these fair weather people that are like, oh, the Bills are awesome. Long Island sucks. Thanks, Drew. New York is for amateurs. Where are you from, there, Drewby? Never been to Nashville. Shit ton of Titans fans. I mean, yeah, well, the Titans fans are in Nashville, but like around the country, I guess you don't see much. Back in my day, we had 1-2-3 Kids. Shout out 1-2-3 Kids. Shout out X Pac. Down with the boomers. Listen, I know I sound like a boomer when I say shit like that. I just don't like it. How do I get my wife to stop with her? What? The Jets are ass. The Bills are trash. Fair. I'm actually from and live in West Virginia, so Washington and Baltimore fans give me shit. So wait, Mickey, let me ask you something. How did you become a Bills fan? I'm always curious about that. Like, you're in the West Virginia area. What brought you to the Bills? Is it difficult being openly homosexual? Holy shit. Long Island is the only borough that is an S. People actually work there. It's not a borough. We take pride in the fact that we are not a fucking borough. But yeah, we work here. We do. Fucking miserable though, because your dollar goes like nowhere around here nowadays. Long Island is so expensive. Don't ever in your life move here. Like if you're from here, you'll love it because it's the only thing you've ever known. You get beaches, you get all this good shit on Long Island. Living here sucks ass. It's so fucking expensive. Would you rather the Jets try with Malik Willis or guarantee 0-17 record? It's a good question. I don't think Malik Willis, like, it's one of those things. It's like it's the boat, or the mystery box could be anything. I think Malik Willis is a good quarterback. I think he's the best quarterback available. Like, you know, I just don't know if the Jets are good enough next year. Like, the roster itself, I don't think is going to be very good. Like, I'd probably rather have 0-17 because I just don't think Malik Willis makes the Jets like a playoff team by any means. Give me 0-17. Like, I don't think like it's not Malik Willis. It's more so that the Jets roster is going to be miserable. My dad is from Buffalo. I didn't have a choice. Oh, fair enough. That makes sense. My wife's been into beating my taint lately. How do I get her to stop? I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know how to answer that for you, my man. 0-17, the quarterback class next year is solid. Yeah, I mean, the Jets will have the pick of the litter with a quarterback next year, and they'll have two other first round picks. I think Malik Willis would be cool. I think Malik Willis is a good quarterback. I think he's the best quarterback available free agent wise. I don't expect him to, if he came to the Jets, I don't expect him to make the Jets good. The Jets will never be good enough. 5 first round picks in 2 years, baby. Give it time. Would you listen to a whole Taylor Swift album front to back if it meant the Jets won it all? I'd listen to it twice. Malik Willis is the best. Baker, Sam Darnold, Geno Smith. Yeah, I mean, I think like in terms of free agent quarterbacks, Malik Willis. But two things: one, Malik Willis, I don't think would come to the Jets. I don't think it would make sense for him to do that. And I don't think like Malik Willis, like the Jets are in such a bad spot that like bringing in Malik Willis, who might win 4 or 5 games, would just totally just derail everything. Woody Johnson's dumbass would select Arch Manning one. Yeah, if Arch Manning came out this year, Woody Johnson would find a way to have Arch Manning on the roster at number 2. Arch Manning is not ready. Um, I think if Arch Manning, just figures out a little bit, like makes he's got to learn how to make simple throws because sometimes he like it just seems like he's rushing a little too much. I don't know, man. I'm not big on Arch Manning yet. I think he's got a lot of potential though. Jets are not going to be good even with those picks. Hey, Derek, whose picks are they, by the way? Who's the team that was dumb enough to give the Jets their picks for a cornerback that is well past his prime? I forget, man. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But, oh, that's right. You're Indianapolis Colts. Listen, when your Colts go 2-15 this year, and the Jets have the number 1 and the number 2 pick, I'm going to be fired up. Scolding hot take, current Malik Willis is better than Mahomes. And before you crucify me, oh, God, go to... I know how much you hate Patrick Mahomes. So I'm just not even going to... I'm not even going to get into the argument. Because you always have these, like... I love how you always go into, well, this, like... Well, if, like... Let's look at how many yards they threw for on Wednesdays this year in the NFL. Like, you always dive deep. Lamar or Josh Allen? Josh Allen. Josh Allen by a mile. None of those picks are helping. The Jets are going to have 5 first-round picks in the next 2 years. They are going to be good. Bro, why are you ignoring me? Because I'm trying to... Let's see. LeBron James almost joined the NFL. No, he didn't. That's why I'm ignoring you, Alex. Because you said LeBron James almost joined the NFL. That's why I ignored you. I have 3 midterms this week, all back-to-back. That sounds awful. That's 5 ruined careers. The Jets are... That's 5 ruined careers. It's hilarious. Not when they all put it together. No, Alex, I just didn't see what you said. I'm just fucking with you, man. Nowadays, everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish motherfuckers that act like they forgot about Flay. Hell yeah. What's up, C-Money, my man? How are we? No, Alex, I'm just fucking around, man. It was too easy of a joke to make. I don't think LeBron James was ever going to leave the NBA to go to the NFL. That would have been ridiculous. There's better money in the NBA. Yeah, Alex, I was totally joking when I said that's why I ignored it. I just missed it before. I wasn't trying to talk shit. No, but Goated, you got a point there with Malik Willis. Like, he came in with a playbook that wasn't built around him and played pretty well. I think if he goes somewhere with an offensive coordinator that like builds a playbook around him, I think Malik Willis could be a damn good quarterback. Like a damn good quarterback. Like I think he's got enough talent. He went to a place in Tennessee where he never really got a fair shake. Didn't really get time to develop, and we never really got to see anything out of him. We honestly never really got a chance to watch him play at any real level. Then he played for Green Bay this year and looked solid in relief, like very solid. I think he's a guy who goes to the right place. I don't know what place that is. I don't even know like teams that are looking for a quarterback that Malik Willis makes sense for, but I think he goes somewhere, like off the top of my head, I can't even think. Prime Stephen Hawking or prime Isaac Newton? I mean, I think probably Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton, like, that man was cooking. An apple hit him on the head, and he was like, hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Something here ain't right. You play any kind of ball, Flay? See, Money, I played basketball in high school. I played baseball in high school. Played a little bit of volleyball. Played a week of football and realized I was too weak for what position they wanted me to play, so I stopped playing. Yeah, that's about it. I played a little bit of ball back in my day. I played basketball up until about 2 years ago, and I'm too old. I've gotten too old to play basketball. Um, I still play slow pitch softball, which is hysterical. But that's because I can't hit a regular baseball and I can't throw. Malik Willis to the Falcons would be perfect. It makes a lot of sense. I think the Falcons would be perfect. If you could have any quarterback in the league on the Jets, who would it be? If I could have any quarterback in the league on the Jets. Now, there's two reasons to this. I would say Josh Allen, because then he's not on the Bills either. Kill two birds with one stone. Hey, I played baseball, tried out for basketball, but like street ball better. See, money, I agree with you. I'm a big like I was a much better like street ball type basketball player because I was a 3-and-D guy in high school. But when you could play some street ball and just like fuck around on the street, like I wasn't good in a system because like I don't know, I couldn't really dribble well. Like you run these offensive sets and shit, you end up getting fucking what's the word? You get weeded out because the guys who I was playing against defend like the guys defending me. All I could do was shoot threes. I couldn't do anything if I was inside the fucking paint. Like if I was inside the 3-point line, I was too close where I couldn't do anything. So like I don't know. Like we ran such a fucking system in high school that like it never really worked where I could do whatever I wanted. Softball's fire. Hi, Gus. Where are you watching? Wait. From where I'm watching you. Guess where I'm watching you. I have no idea. I couldn't even muster up a guess. I don't even have any idea where you could be. Like, I've been shocked by some of the places people have been watching me from. So, let's hoop sometime, bro. I'm not that great either. I mean, listen, I wasn't saying I'm not great. No, I'm kidding. I just like for me, like I was a 3-and-D guy. I averaged probably about like in high school, probably like 10 points a game. Nothing great. Like that was JV. Varsity, not as much. But it was like one of those things where I'll get a couple open looks to start the game, and then they put a defender on me that would just chase me around. I couldn't get open. South Algeria, North Africa. Wow. I don't think I've ever had anybody from Algeria in here, but welcome aboard. Now I'll cook, but I got to be in a flow state. I'm with you there. Like I said, my biggest thing was my defense, honestly. Rest in peace, Rondell Moore, Madden legend. Dude, Rondell Moore, it's such a shame, man. And it sucks. Like, it seems like it was some sort of CT related issue, and it sucks, man. It sucks to see. He was he was electric, man. Like, and truly in college, he was so good at Purdue, and then in the NFL, like he translated pretty well to the NFL. I don't think the Cardinals really used him very well. But just like an electric, he was lightning in a bottle, man. Like he was probably one of the closest things we've had to Tavon Austin, Sid's Tavon Austin. I don't think people appreciated it enough. He was so good, man. Rest in peace, Rondell Moore. When's your next vacation? Where are you going? So I actually have two planned in the next month. See money because I'm doing filming stuff for my other channel. Um, I'm going to Atlantic City for the MAC tournament, the MAAC, not the MAC like the MAC. Um, in Atlantic City with I'm actually going with my mom, which is going to be a lot of fun. And then I should be in New Orleans at the end of March, but that's tentative right now. He was still pretty good on the Cardinals. No, he was good. He was a very solid player. Like I'm just saying, I felt like he could have probably been used a little bit better, but he was still good. Like I'm not saying he wasn't. Um, Lighting in a bottle is what they called my dick in school. Damn. Who was a better Nick, Zesty Cat or Master? Oh, that's a go. I mean, Matt Stoudemire was like the goggle Stoudemire, or like he was. Yeah, that was a force. But man, oh man, like when Cat gets it, like Cat Zesty Cat only comes out like a couple plays a game. Like if he could fucking bottle that up for an entire game, it might be Zesty Carl Anthony Towns because when he gets that little bit of zest where it's like, hey, like I got fouled, like the next play, it's like he's dunking on five fucking guys. Like I don't know, man. I just think like it's something that Cat hasn't been able to bottle up is that zestiness. Bro, be for real. How many of those hats do you have? Oh, can we see the collection? I only have two. I only have this one and the Islanders one. So it's only two of them. I need to get more. I have not purchased another one. My next one might be a Grand Canyon University one. What college team do you like? I'm a St. John's guy through and through when it comes to college basketball. Love the fucking Johnnies. I was there Saturday. I might be back this Saturday. Football wise, I've kind of adopted Rutgers just because they're down the they're not down the road, but they're like the closest team to me. But I've only been to one Rutgers game. I need to get more into it because I want to get into college football as like a true like fan of a team. But Rutgers sucks ass just like the Jets do. Where do you even get them? It's a Noggin Boss hat, see money. Nogginboss.com. They have the Florida Gators there. Connor Hellebuck is a top 20 goaltender in hockey history. Hold your dick about the playoffs. He proved everyone wrong yesterday. Oh, dude, Connor Hellebuck's unbelievable. Connor Hellebuck's been one of the best goalies in the NHL for the last 4 or 5 years, like maybe even longer. By the time he's done, he's probably going to be top 20. He might be top 20 now. He's been that good for a long time. Honestly, same with Jordan Binnington. Like Jordan Binnington's been pretty good for a while as well. Gators all day, Florida. Huh? I need to get to Gainesville. Gainesville is definitely a place I need to go and watch a game. I've said I want to go to the swamp. It's like a bucket list for me. Never been though. Gonna check it out one day. Maybe Saturday I'll do all of. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't even know. I'm just speaking out loud right now. Um, Three Vezinas a decade straight of 905. Same mid ass team carrying a great record. I mean, the Winnipeg Jets. He has carried them very far. I thought the Winnipeg Jets of 20, I think it was 2022. I thought that was like a really good roster. I thought that was a team that could have made a run, but fuck, I've been following you for a month and you're still a Jets fan. I can't, um, I can't help that, man. It is what it is. Gators have lots of teeth, though. Yeah, Gators have teeth. Gators got all those teeth and no toothbrush to brush them. Now, alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush to brush them. No, no, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong. Mama's right. Great reference there. That one, I can't believe that one went by me the first time. I was like, wait a minute, what is he talking about? He's talking about Waterboy. Great movie. I haven't seen it in a long time. Last two seasons, the New York Knicks have been close. Now that they have changed coaches, what's the narrative to them being in the finals this year? They will be in the finals this year. What narrative? There's no narrative. They're just going to make it. They're just going to be there. I think this change with Mike Brown is that this team's not going to be burned out when it comes to fucking June. Like, I wanted Tom Thibodeau gone so badly because, for one, I don't think I think Tom Thibodeau was so focused on winning every single night that sometimes he wasn't prepared. And you saw it everywhere he's been. You saw it in Minnesota. You saw it in Chicago. Like, he was so worried about winning night after night after night. Like, he was so focused on what's going on in front of him that he didn't even have the long term picture in his head. And then in the postseason, I felt like he was miserable. Like, coaching wise, I wasn't a big fan. Like, in terms of, he never made adjustments. There was things, especially in the Pacers series, he had Jalen Brunson bringing the ball up the floor, and like all Indiana was doing was beating him up the whole way down the floor and like forcing him to like work for every inch he got. I was like, all you got to do is put the ball in somebody else's hand, and Jalen Brunson's not going to be fucking shot by the end of the game. Hate to say it, dude, you low key sound like Dave Portnoy, dude. Damn. Listen, I don't dislike Dave Portnoy. Like, I'm not gonna say like I think he like I don't I would say more so like I don't find him very entertaining. I respect the hell out of what he's built, but to say I sound like him, I don't know, man. Like in terms of like my voice or just like the things I say. I hate my coach. Making us do power cleans, that shit is so gay, it hurts my knees. Like fuck. Don't do them. He's making you do them. Like Mickey, my thoughts on Portnoy, and like I respect what he's built. I think it's incredible that he's built such a company like Barstool. He took a big risk. He really like, he went all in on something and it's become a fucking powerhouse. And I respect the hell out of it. I'm goaded. I'm kidding. I know you can't just not do them. Like I didn't know what to say. Um, I don't find him entertaining. I wish like Dave Portnoy would stop trying to be like a fucking personality. I think he's like I don't know. I've never watched anything he's done and been like, wow, that was great. This guy is like 6'5", 300 pounds of pure muscle, and he's punched a student before. If I say no, I'm genuinely dead. That doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound like a good coach at all, if you ask me. Coach has his fucking students in fear. That seems like a bad thing. That just seems like a conflict of interest, if you ask me. I don't know. Doesn't sound like a good coach. It's my birthday today, bro. Rapper right now? What? It's my birthday. I have no idea what you're trying to ask me, but happy birthday, Louis. Or Luis. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but happy birthday, my man. Yeah, dude. Again, big fan. Like, I think, not big fan, but like, I respect everything that Dave Portnoy's done. I would say that. That's about as far as I would go with it. In terms of like building an empire. The guy's living the fucking dream. Let's see. But anyway, I'm trying to think, what were we talking about before? But yeah, Goated, if you have a coach that like you're afraid of, that like you're hurting your knees, he's making you do all this shit that like hurt, like I've learned in my older years from like looking back on high school and looking back on the coaches I had growing up, that a lot of them are fucking jerk offs. Like when I think about it, like a lot of these people I grew up having as a coach were just like, I look back and I'm like, why did I, like, this guy suck? Like, this guy is this. Like, you end up looking back in your life a while back and you're like, wow, that guy had no fucking clue what he was talking about. Least favorite team in the AFC East. I got to say, it's probably, like, I dislike them all. But the Patriots ruined my childhood for a while. Bro, do you want to hear my favorite rapper song by No Sleep Till Brooklyn? Little Beastie Boys? Fuck yeah. Do I want to hear the Beastie Boys? I could. Hell yeah, I love the hat. Thanks, Theodore. I appreciate that, man. Everybody should have one of these. Like, maybe not the Jets one, but an Ogden Boss hat in general. Yeah, go to, like, I had a coach, like, I'd usually say the Jets, but it's probably the Pats again. They weren't even that good this year. I mean, they went all the way to the Super Bowl, but, like, they also played nobody. Like, they literally had the easiest fucking path to the Super Bowl I've ever seen. Good for them. Listen, it's not, they got to play who's in front of them. You can't blame them for that. But what was I saying? A lot of the coaches I had growing up, like I had a coach who I played for like fucking 4 years, basketball, right? I'd love to see more of your hat selection. I only have this one and an Islanders one, Theodore. I only have two, so not really a big selection, but I need to get more of them. So I had a coach, right? I played for basketball for him for like 5 years when I was like from about 8 till I was about, I don't know, 12, 13. And now I was tall. Like I was about like 5'8", 5'9" when I was that age. I was very tall for my age. And we were playing basketball, and he was so fucking worried about winning, which I think is a big issue in youth coaching, is like he wanted to win so badly that he would put me under the basket and be like, all right, like, you know, just stay there, play down low, you're big. And like I never really grew after that. I'm 6'1". Like I'm not like that tall for basketball anymore. But the problem was it stunted my development. Like I never learned how to dribble. I never learned how to fucking do anything. Like I could shoot, I always could, but like because of it, like I never really learned like when I got to the high school level, I never really had the ball handling ability. And it was very fucking annoying. Like, because I look back on it, I'm like, all I had to do was like, you know, work on my creativity, be comfortable with handling the ball when I'm young, and I'd probably be a better basketball player. But because these fucking idiots, like you guys coaches who like these youth coaches now, like nowadays are a little bit better, but back then, like I had so many coaches that I feel like are such a detriment to like the kids that they're coaching. You just need to be careful of like who's coaching your kids and just pay attention. I'd love to see that. Deeply disappointed me. I'm sorry, Theodore. I wish, like, should I have lied to you? Should I have been like, oh, I got like fucking 50 of them, bro? I'm playing in the snow. Fuck yeah, Luis. I love that. I hate the basketball handling is for wow. Hey, listen. To each their own, man. Once you get comfortable handling the ball, come see me. I feel like if we played the Pats in the AFC Championship instead of the Broncos, we would have beat them. But I still think we would. I think Seattle, Mickey, was by a mile the best team in football. Like I think it was like a very large gap between the Seahawks and everybody else this year. I do agree. Like I think if the Bills, you know, with the situation, like obviously the Bills had a tough matchup with the Broncos. Like I think if the weather was better, the Broncos likely would have been in the Super Bowl. What is the fastest weight loss, bariatric surgery or just working out? Honestly, probably the surgery, but I wouldn't do it. Surgery is just like it messes you up. I would just work out, Brenna. Like if I were you, I would go like I said, intermittent fasting, drinking a lot of drink like a gallon of water a day too. Like you would be shocked at how much less hungry you are during the day. Um, the intermittent fasting, if you eat one meal a day, you could kind of eat whatever you want, which is a sick thing. Like I'm not saying intermittent fast and then eat a fucking like pint of ice cream, but you know what I mean. Fastest best weight loss is a healthy calorie deficit. It's pretty simple. No, exactly. And go to that's why I do the intermittent is because I eat once a day and if you eat once a day maybe you get in 1,500 calories at most in one meal, which would be insane. But you could still still works little bro, what's up, man? Just eat 200 calories less than your maintenance a day and you'll lose good weight. Yeah, it's pretty simple. I'm 25 and 250 pounds. I drink a lot of wine and it increases my hunger and I eat large portions. I think the alcohol is the problem. If that's the case, I would try just, skipping the alcohol for a little bit, skip the wine. It'll help your wallet as well. Alcohol can get a little bit expensive, but I would probably not drink as much wine. I would probably try that first for sure. I got a fast metabolism, so I just got to get depressed once a quarter and eat every 12 hours and I drop 15 pounds. I don't suggest that. All I got to do is get depressed and I'll drop weight like crazy. Oh, perfect. Yo, Flay, I know you don't like me making a scroll up, but I made a ranking of teams. I think I go worst to first. Let's see. Oh, and I hit the wrong person. I don't know how I didn't see it, goated. Hold on. I don't hate it that much. I don't. You know what I don't like it is when it's when chat's moving fast and it's I'm missing things. I just missed this. Hold on. What do you say? Worst to first. I don't think I even see it here. Yeah, go to if you said it, it did not pop up. I just looked through all your chats in this. Let's see. Unless I can't read very well. Yeah, no. If you said it, go to it didn't. I didn't see it. I don't have it here. I'm looking through all your chats in here, and it doesn't say anything about it. You're good. It's all right. I'll retype it. Do you think alcohol is mostly water weight or actual fat? I think the you know it's probably actual fat more than anything. Alcohol dehydrates you. Lions, Giants, Saints, Titans, Raiders, Browns, Jets, Cardinals. Get a job. Tennis. I've been working my fucking dick off, man. Why do you think I haven't been live? Lions, Giants, Saints, Titans, Raiders, Browns, Jets, Cardinals. I don't disagree with that. I mean, I think the Lions are probably the easy choice. The only thing about the Lions is I don't like the fact I don't know. I guess the Packers and Bears aren't that good. I think I like the Saints slightly more than I like the Giants, though. I just think that division is not very good. I don't think the Bucks are going to be very good next year. The Panthers seem like one year wonders. I don't know, man. I'd probably say the Saints a little bit ahead of the Giants, but I get it. The Giants' leadership. I think Jackson Dart's going to be solid. Their defensive line is unbelievable. But we'll see. I like the Giants so much because the NFC East is going to be bad. Yeah, the NFC East isn't going to be very good. You're not wrong. But the South is really missing that team. I think the Eagles might not be good though. I don't know. A lot to think about. I don't think I like the way you think, Goated. I think you're on a solid track. I think I would have the same top three if I was being honest here. I just would probably flip the Saints and the Giants. I think the Saints are going to be pretty decent. People drink because of stress. You can't just quit alcohol. It's not easy. Makes you feel good temporarily, then the problems are still there. I mean, I would say, Brenna, I've not drank recently. I stopped drinking for the last about a month and a half, and I feel great personally. I would say it's probably one of the best things I've ever done is taking a step back. It's been about a month and a half, and I don't know. I feel great about it. I used to be stressed drinking. And then when I drink while I was stressed, I'd be more stressed. And I don't know, but like you said, it's to each their own. It's different. It's for some people, it's a way to de-stress at the end of the day, and that's fine. I don't think you'd I don't think everybody needs to quit drinking. I think for me, it was a good thing personally. Do you like girls with no teeth or don't push? I mean, I think that's an easy question. I think the hottest take there is that the Jets have a better chance of winning their division than the Cardinals. I don't think that's that crazy of a take. Uh, yeah, no, I don't think it is at all. I just think because the NFC West is a fucking disaster. Not drinking alcohol is the best thing to do. Do you miss it? Do you crave it again since you quit? Not at all. I don't. I actually the opposite, Brent. Like, I'll tell you that a couple weeks ago, I went to I went out to dinner with a couple of my friends, and one of them got a beer. And like, I was looking at him, like, I don't even really want that. I think like the opposite has happened, where like I've actually gone away from it. And honestly, like, I don't know. Again, to each their own. I think like for me, alcohol wasn't something like I needed. But I think the more I look at it now, especially because I had a couple rough like not rough instances with it, but like I drank a little bit and like I didn't like the fact that I was like not that I wasn't in control, but that I was just drunk and like I started thinking about how like man, like if something happened, I wouldn't be able to do anything right now. And like I don't know, maybe I'm just a little bit paranoid now. I think it's also because like I got I got to worry about my sister a lot with like her group like I always think like something's gonna happen and I'm gonna be drunk and then like I can't get over that. Like I don't know, man. You quit drinking and just went straight to gambling. Listen, little bro, you can't fucking quit anything, man. Like, listen, I gamble all the fucking time, man. Listen, everybody's got to have a vice. You got to have something you fucking do. I'll tell you that I spent way more on alcohol when I was like drinking than I would ever on gambling. I think your body got used to drinking, not drinking. Shake my head. You're lucky. Everyone's tolerance is different. Yeah, Brenna. Everybody looks at alcohol differently. That's the thing. Like, alcohol is different for everybody. To me, alcohol was a social thing. Like, I looked at alcohol as like that was what we would do when we'd go out and like have a social event. That's more of what it was. It had really nothing to do with like I need alcohol. It was more so like I'm going out to socialize, and the way to do that is to have some alcohol. Like, and to me, like it just got to the point a couple times where I got a little out of hand, where I'm like, hey, you know what? I don't think I can do this anymore. Worrying about your sister was a great excuse to stop. Golf works great for me. Yeah, alcohol is the worst of all of them. 616. They all have their own issues. Like I fucking like to gamble. Like that's one of my things I like to do. I like to go to casinos. I like to bet on sports, but I have a limit. Like I got to tell you that like I'm like when it comes to that, like I don't like. Not that I don't like it. It's a fun activity, but I'm always like nervous when I use my money on it because I'm like, hey, like this might not work. And I think like the problem is when people like are just so willing to like pony it up. Like I'm not worried about that, but it's definitely something. It's not a good thing. I'm not saying like oh gambling's better than drinking. Anything could be bad. Any single thing could be bad if it becomes an addiction, becomes something that you have to do. Give me an AFC race ranking this year. I think we reclaim it. Bills, Pats, Jets, Dolphins. I think it's Bills, Pats, Dolphins, Jets. I just think the Jets are gonna be really fucking bad. My friend bought a beer when I was in my hangout this past Friday, and I didn't crave it, even being away from it for so long. I don't crave it anymore. Yeah, Derek, I like it almost like sickens me now that I look at it. Like it's been like I said, it's been a month and a half, and it's also because of the fact that like I said, I had a bad like one of the last times I drank it, just like it was a bad experience because I got a little bit too drunk and nothing like bad happened, but it was just like I really looked in the mirror and I'm like, do I really want to live like this? Do I want to do this every fucking weekend? It totally took me out. It just kind of like took me off of it, man. It just like it was more the feeling of like I felt helpless and I didn't like it. What would you do if you feel stressed? Everyone has a bad habit. Of course, Brenna. Like honestly, when I feel stressed, I just find like honestly, this is one of the things I do when I'm stressed. I'm not kidding. Like, there's times where I've just gone live, where like if I go live in the middle of the night, just know it's probably because like I woke up and I'm thinking about a million things. I'm like, fuck it, let me go. Like, this has genuinely been one of the things that has helped me immensely, and I really I hope you guys know I appreciate the hell out of you guys coming here and talking to me because like it just gives me something to do. It gives me something to look forward to, which I love to do, which I love fucking streaming to you guys. It really is amazing. Like it's absolutely helped me like a little bit come out of my shell and like not like I could be sitting here thinking about like, oh, what the fuck am I gonna do this week? What am I gonna do this weekend? But like I come here and talk to you guys. It really um takes me out of it. Weed was once just a social thing for me, and now it's a full blown addiction. I don't really give a fuck though. Hey, listen, Langelo, that's the thing. Everything in moderation. If it's something that you do all the time and it's not like affecting your life at all, like I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like I fuck around. My biggest vice is gambling. I will sit here and tell you like I love to fucking I love to go to the casino, love to bet on sports. But I've definitely taken a step back with that even where like I don't bet on sports every night. Like tonight I bet on fucking Houston and they fucking bent me over. But I've gotten to the point where like I don't have to fucking bet on things. Like I think like that's when it became a problem is when like I throw like fucking 15. I'm not saying I was ever addicted. I'm saying more so like I'm more smart about it because I don't want to spend my money on it, but like I like to do it because it's an activity. It's fun. I think everybody has their thing. Like, if you drink a little bit, it is what it is. As long as it's not affecting your day-to-day life, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like genuinely. I think like once it starts like taking over your life and like things start going downhill, that's when you need to look at it and stop. I got lucky, it ended up letting me he ended up letting me go. Wait, what? I felt so stupid, made me not want to drink, but I still see myself going back to it. Um, Listen, Brenda, like I said, if it's something that you don't like, it's not a problem, it doesn't affect your life, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think like everybody's got to have something to enjoy, like, and some of the best things in life. Like, like I said, I'll go play roulette. It's fucking fun as shit. It gives me an adrenaline rush. I love it. Like, you want to go have a glass of wine and if that's what you look forward to, then there's no issue with that. Like, don't let anybody tell you something's bad because they have a bad experience with it, is what I'm trying to say. Like, everybody's experience with everything is different. Like, as long as it's like, if you are living the life you want to live and that's what you want to do, by all means. March will make 8 months I'm away from alcohol. It feels great. Now that when I started going sober, it felt tough. See, Derek, good for you, man. 8 months is crazy, dude. Like that's amazing. And I'm like, that's great. Like um, I thought of doing gluten-free beer and wine. Yeah, no, Derek, good for you, man. That's amazing. I chief carts, take edibles all the time. I got straight A's and full A before. Yeah, goated. See, you're fucking living your life great, and you're still enjoying yourself in your spare time. That's fine, man. Like as long as it's not affecting your day to day life, who cares? Can you give me your March Madness picks? That's a good. Wait, Brenna said, read my comment. Go up a little more. Hold on. I felt so stupid. Brenna, I think something you said didn't come in because you said I got lucky. He ended up letting me go because I didn't see anything other than that. Can you give me your March Madness picks? That's a good thing. Good question there, 616. You know who I love to win the NCAA tournament this year? I love the Arizona Wildcats. I think Arizona is the best team in college basketball. I think they're going to win the whole thing. I would say it's either them, Michigan, or Duke. Duke looked really good against Michigan. Duke showed a lot. I think Arizona is a slightly better team. Just a couple teams I'll tell you to look out for. Look out for Virginia. I think Virginia is the biggest sleeper in the tournament. They play very good basketball. They defend about as well as anybody. They rebound as well as anybody. Um, they're offensively they're solid. They take good shots. I think Virginia is going to be a team that that surprises people. Do you not have all comments on? I do, but for some reason, a couple things haven't come in here, Derek. My strat for getting baked when I'm not out with my friends is to make sure I got everything I need to get done first. There you go. Goated. See, that's a good way to be. Then go get baked, man. Again, I think people who like, shame people for like, oh, like you drink, like, oh, you gamble. Like, bro, if you're doing it and your life is still in fucking order, who cares? Again, some people's problems are not other people's problems. Like the reason I stopped drinking is because I didn't like that I was like getting so fucked up that I couldn't I couldn't handle it. So I was like, okay, like I need to fucking chill out on this. I don't like the way I feel when I drink anymore. Some people like can go out and have a good time and drink and go home and be fine. Like I felt like I couldn't at some point. Do you not have your old comment? I do, Derek. I just don't know why. A couple of them haven't come up. Duke are frauds this year. I kind of agree with you on that. I think I also think Michigan probably wins that game if Elliot Cadeau even shows up remotely. He played miserable. Like Elliot Cadeau was the worst player on the floor in that game, and he's one of Michigan's best players, if not their best player. So I think that could change a lot of things. Dude, I'm telling you, look out. Virginia is nice too. I also like the Longhorns. I'm really liking Syracuse and NC. Syracuse. Wait, what? Syracuse is not going to the NCAA tournament. But you saying NC State? I was saying I was drinking last time at home and wanted to really, so I risked driving to Taco Bell and got pulled over for not signaling my indicators. Oh, and he let you go. Okay, Burnett. See, that's something like, that's something I would look at as, okay, like you made a bad decision. Like if it's something you would never do again, I quickly popped the gum and he ended up letting me go. Okay, so that's good. Like I don't know if it's something you feel tempted to do again, then maybe it's an issue. But like I think you learned a valuable lesson there. I think you got away with one, and I would hope you don't do that again. Also, if any of the big four, Peterson, Dybanstev, Boozer, Wilson, or Bus, it's 1,000%. It's 100% going to be Boozer. I don't like Cameron Boozer at all in terms of an NBA prospect. He reminds me way too much of like he gives me such like Michael Beasley, Marvin Bagley type where like I don't think these undersized um forwards are don't fit well in the NBA. I don't like Cam Boozer at all, and I don't know why people are talking about him. Darren Peterson is talented. I feel like he doesn't love basketball. I would be all over AJ Dabansta if I'm drafting like AJ Dabansta. To me is one of the shiftiest. Like he plays basketball. It almost feels like he's playing in slow motion. I love AJ Dabansta. I think by a mile, he's the best. Like I would take him number one a million times over. I felt really stupid and never drank a drive again. So I got lucky. See, Burnett, see, you learned a lesson that day, which is good. You could have learned it the really hard way, and you didn't. Again, like I said, everybody's got issues. Everybody's got their problems. If it's something that doesn't affect your life, then I wouldn't judge you on it at all. People talk about Boozer because of the name. I agree. I think Cam Boozer can do well in the NBA. He has the talent for it. Derek, my thing is just like I don't think the archetype of Cam Boozer is a good fit for the NBA. Like, can he be a good NBA player for sure? I think he's a guy who can be in the NBA for a while. Do I think he's number one pick worthy over Dybansta or Darren Peterson? No. Darren Peterson's the best NBA prospect other than Wemby. Peterson is insane if it's actually real. I mean, I don't think he's on the level of Wemby or Anthony Davis. I wouldn't go that far. But in terms of straight talent, there's not a better college basketball player than Darren Peterson. He's absolutely the best. He's the best prospect in this draft. If he like, again, he's had his issues with work ethic and stuff. I like Dybansta a lot because of the way he plays. I think he's just like I think his offense is most ready for the NBA. Peterson could be the best. Like he could end up being a fucking like Dwayne Wade type player, like a little bit better shooter, obviously a way better shooter than Dwayne Wade, but like in terms of his ability to get to the basket, Peterson's going to fall apart because of his injuries and work ethic. Peterson's not built very well. Like he's a little bit too small too, like in terms of just like his body type, where he might get beat up in the NBA a little bit, but he's so fucking talented. I said other than Wemby since Anthony Davis, those guys are a level above. Oh, I see what you mean. Wait, I is the best NBA prospect other than Wemby since I see what you mean. Okay, yeah, go to my bad. I read that wrong. I thought you said he was on the level of them. I was gonna say, whoa, that would be a little bit. A lot of people are going through things in life and need people like you to save them. It's the little words. Hey, Bruna, I go live every day, and it's like more so I just look to fucking have a good time and have a conversation. Sometimes it gets serious and we talk about real things, and I love doing that. And if it helps you, I'm glad I can. Bro brought a dipshit hat and thought it would make him a sports talking head. It's working. Scred 6792. I guess the first 6791 screds were fucking taken, huh? Damn. You didn't make it this far not liking basketball. No, it's true. Like, it comes down to the idea of like, there are guys who, didn't like the sport they played that got there, but it doesn't matter. Darren Peterson is very fucking talented. He's an unbelievable basketball player and he's going to be fine on the next level. I tend to lean AJ Dabansta. The hype for Wembanyama is far beyond any prospect we'll see again for a very long time. People were hailing him as basketball Jesus, and the best part is they were right. Oh, yeah. I mean, we're not going to see a prospect like Wemby. You're amazing. I just subscribed. Thank you again. Of course, Bruna. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, when it comes to like Victor Wembanyama is like the biggest, like the freakiest fucking player we're ever going to see. Like nobody gets to the NBA. You're not supposed to be 7 foot fucking seven or whatever tall Victor Wembanyama is, and have as much skill as he has already. Like it's insane. He's only going to get better, and like it's scary, man. Don't ignore me, the diddler. What'd you say? Yo, what's up, big hat? Ready to oil up? I did not see that. Why are you tricking us with the fake what on the screen? There was a period of time some complete fucking idiots thought Scoot Henderson. Yeah, I mean, I remember that. People thought like Victor Wembanyama was fake. Like the whole thing was like kind of like people were like, oh, there's no way this guy could be this good at this level. I was like, I'd rather find out. Much rather find out the skill he put on it. And just even the things he would do in games, even if it was a lower level game. Like guys that size are not supposed to be playing the way Victor Wembanyama played. Like if the Spurs passed up on Wembanyama, that would have been the craziest thing ever. But yeah, people thought Scoot Henderson was on his level. Imagine. Oh boy, that would have been something. Yeah, you're right. Wembanyama was the best prospect probably. Like he was the only one on the level, like maybe even higher than LeBron James. Who knows? Like in terms of like the last whatever He's in that conversation with LeBron James in terms of like greatest prospects ever. The only issue people had with Wemby is will he be able to stay healthy for his long career? Well, that's the thing. When guys are like that tall and that long, their joints tend to like spread out. So it is like a legitimate concern. Like anybody you've ever seen that is that tall, like, they don't really last very long because their joint, like, just biologically, they're not built as well as like guys who are smaller than them. And so far, Wemby has not been able to stay healthy. That's a problem. But at that at that size and that skill level, I'll take my chances 1,000% of the time. 1:45 in the morning, huh? We've been here for a long time. We've been cooking with gasoline. I'm going to stick around for a little bit too. I'm having a good conversation here. We're having a good time. What else did I have tonight? I don't really know. I don't really know what else I had. I got the Spurs as my title pick this year after an insane win tonight. Their ninth straight. I mean, I think the Spurs could very well win a title. They got a really good team. And obviously having Victor Wembanyama is a game changer. Like that's like he's the best, in my opinion. He's the best defensive player of all time already. Like you could talk about the what the hell, perimeter defenders that have played in the past. Like there's certain guys, but like Wembanyama is such a fucking game changer. Like it's almost like what I would imagine it was like back in the day playing against Wilt Chamberlain when everybody was just smaller than him. Like he's the closest thing we like. He's almost the same thing of Wilt Chamberlain, where he's just like larger than life. Like Wilt was so good because he was fucking taller by a mile than everybody else. Dropped the Thomas 23, 17, and 7. Yeah, 7 ball. Like you can't fucking put the ball up. You cannot shoot the ball at the rim when fucking Victor Wembanyama is standing anywhere near it. Like you don't go to the paint when that guy's there. It's insane. And they got good guards. I can ride my bike with no handlebars. Great song. Great song. A song that I have not thought about in years. Thanks for bringing back that memory. I remember that's like middle school for me. I remember like sitting in front of my computer playing fucking RuneScape, having that song on in the background. That's wow. You just brought back like a core memory there, and I appreciate that. Holy. He had 6 blocks, not 7. Still impressive. Still phenomenally impressive. 6. Stats marked 6, but he got 7. They credited 1 shot as an air ball for some reason. You always got to pay attention, especially when you bet on NBA stats, because like they screw up a lot. Like they do fuck things up. Like if you bet on like a guy's rebounds or something. There's one recently. Somebody like I forget. I think there was like a double number that like they didn't credit somebody a rebound and they ended up with 9 rebounds. I forget. Like the guy fucking Stephen Che's all over that all the time. The NBA, like if you bet on like a rebounding prop, you always got to pay attention. Like you got to be watching the game because sometimes they screw that shit up, but then they like fix it. Crazy stat is Wemby his blocks went from 3.8 his rookie year to 3.4 to 2.6. Why? Because people stopped shooting around him. It has nothing to do with the fact that no, that's the thing. It has nothing to do with that he's blocking less shots. It's more that people don't go near him. It was like remember when Rudy Gobert had that going for a little bit. Like Gobert was like when Rudy Gobert was in his prime. That was like you ever see the video of like there were guys like dribbling to the basket and like they weren't even looking at the rim because Rudy Gobert was in the background. Like Victor Wembanyama is like on steroids of what that was. There's just it's not you don't go to the rim. You don't like if you're in the paint and Wembanyama is anywhere near you, you don't shoot. Just waste of time. And like you can't even like use the rim as a defender. He's so fucking long that he could block your shot around the rim. It's crazy. Wemby's block rate, the chances he blocks a specific shot, has only went up since his rookie year. Yeah, I mean that's just how good of a defender he is, and especially if his instincts keep getting better, if he keeps getting instinctually better at the game of basketball, forget it, man. He like you're not gonna be able to shoot when you're on the fucking court with him. Teams are gonna have to start taking shots at like half court. Wemby has now a block against every NBA team, which is insane. That's a crazy stat that he's had a block against every team because like blocks aren't exactly the easiest thing to do in the NBA. They're not. Like in 2 years, he's got a block against every fucking team. Team hit the windmill on somebody the other night. I did not. I did not see that, but I'm gonna have to look that up. Jeez. Genuinely pull up his highlights versus the Kings. I will. Oh, you're just like fucking around? That's funny. Like, played against the Kings and now he's just trying shit out, huh? That's like when you know, like, a guy's just like, like, you play against the Sacramento Kings, you start fucking around and, like, they find out real quick. Oh, man. Dude, I'm watching. I have Sports Center on right now, and they're showing AJ Styles being asked to be in the Hall of Fame. Two things: one, who would have had AJ Styles being in the fucking Hall of Fame before John Cena? And two, it's so funny that the Undertaker's become like the WWE's version of like that guy, the NFL guy. I forget his name, the guy that goes around and tells people they're in the Hall of Fame. But like now, the Undertaker's the WWE version of that. I think that's amazing. Like if the Undertaker shows up, like he just becomes, um, you just know that you're what do you call it? You're in the Hall of Fame. Do you see who? I don't know who that is. Morning, Flay. Hope all is well. What does your shirt say? It says Rutgers. Rutgers Scarlet Knights. I went to a Rutgers game a couple years ago and got this. I'm trying to tour all the colleges. I haven't been to Jersey Mike's Arena. I do need to go to a basketball game at Rutgers, but I've been to a football game there, which is pretty cool as well. Um, yeah, I might end streaming a little bit. Yo, what's up with the stupid hat? I don't know, man. Keeps me happy. Gives people a reason to stay here and watch. Because if it was just my personality, nobody would stick around. Um, Dude, you know what I think? Like, I find wildly entertaining that I never thought I would. Um, that fucking like I feel like the NBA needs a similar thing, like a 3-on-3 league. The women's 3-on-3 league is actually like it's pretty fucking. It's not bad. I had it on the other day, like accidentally, and it's not the worst. Um, Trump is in the WWE Hall of Fame. Yeah, he got in there pretty easily. He only had like like he was only part of one match. Big news: Kim Jong Un has been reelected as North Korean party leader with 100% of the votes. They had another fucking election. I don't think they even have elections. How about like you ever see the hype packages? Like somebody like got the video of like the Olympic summary, and it's always like North Korea winning everything. It's like hysterical. Like I forget, I saw the video recently where it's like North Korea won another Olympics. Like it's actually the craziest thing ever. Like the propaganda is insane, and the fact that every time that fucking guy, every time Kim Jong Un walks in a room, like everybody acts like they're fucking Wii characters. Like, geez, man, North Korea, it's like such a strange. I would almost want to go there and see what it's like, but like I know I would never be able to leave. I know how that works. Imagine Halliburton, Wemby, LeBron on a 3-on-3. Oh my god, there's so many combinations of a 3-on-3 thing that would be insane. But I don't think like the NBA players they would never do that. The NBA would never allow them to do it. The reason the women do it is because like they need something to do in the off season. The NBA players really don't. But I don't think it's that bad. I actually think like I almost think it benefits the women. It shows their skills a hell of a lot more, and like I think it's far more entertaining. Trump beat up Stone Cold. Trump did not beat up Stone Cold. That did not happen. Stone Cold gave Donald Trump a stunner. It's funny. There was a time where like the McMahon family was in the White House with Trump, and it was like 58% of the people in the picture got a stunner from Stone Cold. Just hilarious. It was like the whole McMahon family. Do you know that Otto Warmer got who? Do you know that Otto Warmer got framed? For some reason, people don't know that because the news wouldn't talk about it publicly. Who? I don't even know who you're talking about. I don't. Go to. I literally don't even know who that is. I've never heard of this, unless I'm missing something. Oh, the student who stole. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. 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 I didn't know he got framed. I remember the whole thing happening, and I remember it being a huge deal. Um, what were they just trying to keep him there or something? I remember when it happened and it was a huge deal, and I remember saying like, why? First of all, why would you ever go to North Korea in the first place? And I'm like, why would you go there and like be dumb enough to try to take anything? But I don't know. I don't know, man. Papermate, what's up? North Korea framed him as a way to get country pride against Americans together to support the nuclear tests going on at the time. I guess that makes a lot of sense. I mean, I not that I would trust North Korea that when they'd say, "Hey, like some guy stole our poster," like, can I ask you something? You can ask me whatever you want, man. Like, not that I would trust them being like, "Hey, I need to take a picture with your ass out, your back bent." Oh, you need it so bad, huh? The security proof was a crummy camera that lined up with the stories of his friends on the tour. He was bowling at the time they said it. They forced out it. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised, Goated. I wouldn't trust North Korea to be the most fucking honest country on earth, so that doesn't shock me one bit. They were like going like, I'm sorry, like this whole thing is so weird to me. Like, first off, why in the blue hell would you ever go to North Korea? And like, I don't know, man. Like, just thinking like they were all relaxing in North Korea, fucking going bowling is just so whack to me. But still, I don't believe the North Korean government. I don't believe anything about that. I wouldn't, OJ didn't do it. You know what? That's something we can go into if you want. There's reasonable doubt that OJ didn't do it. Like there is a reasonable explanation that would say he didn't do it, but too many signs point to him. Phil, we know you want to live in North Korea. Absolutely not. I wouldn't be able to stream anymore. They made up some weird shit about him being a part of a random church from Idaho, that is a secret society, something weird, and also, so obviously he was framed, and it's sad people believe he tore down the poster. I mean, that is crazy. I guess like it makes perfect sense for like North Korea to like again, I wouldn't trust North Korea as far as I could fucking throw them, but like it makes a lot of sense that he was framed. It like again, we were never gonna find out the truth anyway. It's not like they were showing us anything. I genuinely don't think OJ did it, and it's physically impossible he did, but he's still terrible, dude. Well, I mean, go to there's a very logical explanation to why. Like, if you look at the case itself, and you like, there's a very logical reason to believe that it was his son, who is like a very similar size to him, and like I think he has schizophrenia, right? Like I remember hearing that explanation, and like they said it would make sense that like his son's DNA was like a lot of the things, and it was one of those things that OJ was like trying to protect him because he like which is a crazy story. It brings reasonable doubt. Like, do I think he did it? Do I think OJ did it? I would say more than likely. But there was a reasonable explanation to why there was an explanation behind, like, hey, somebody else could have committed this. There was like the whole idea that his son, I think it was their son too. I'm pretty sure it was him and her son. And that he went into a rage because he didn't want his parents splitting up. I don't remember. There's a whole thing. There's a whole background to that, which like would explain a lot of the things behind, um, you know, you know what I mean. It would explain a lot why the glove didn't fit OJ's hand. OJ's son had slightly smaller hands than him, but like there's a lot of different things. There's a lot of reasonable doubt. That's what it comes down to. But yeah, but he's still terrible, dude. Yeah, no, 100%. Look, if I had to guess, I would say he probably did it. I would say more than likely he did. I'm just saying there's a theory that could give you some doubt into whether he did it or not. Oh man. All right. I think I'm going to hit the hay tonight. I am shot. I appreciate you guys. I might be back in the morning. I might be back at around 5 o'clock. Do a little morning stream. I appreciate everybody. It was Terry Pagula because he wouldn't let OJ be having a ring before the Bills. All right. Good night. You brought up a conspiracy that I